Now, this artist has just released his sixth album, believe it or not. And he's also from California, as you know. So please make some noise for Brett Dennen.
Thank you. Orion is on his head, and my love is out on the ledge. Get to the bonfire and get undressed. My boots are caked with clay, these clothes are loose and my appetite's gone. Throw them in the bonfire where we belong. Our love is sacred, wounded and naked, like a sunburned kiss. We are changing, fighting for the same thing where the lightning lives. And I wanna love you for the way you are, not the way I am. So let's go now, back to the bonfire where we began. I slowed back into my tent to shake out the vertigo. You know, the only one who got any sleep last night was that grumpy volcano. Before the drunks come home with sleep still in our eyes, to see another bonfire bleed in the sky. Our love is sacred, wounded and naked, like a sunburned kiss. We are changing, fighting for the same thing where the lightning lives. And I wanna love you for the way you are, not the way I am. So let's go now, back to the bonfire where we began. Back to the bonfire where we began. I remember you there, holding up the universe. I watched the wind playing with your hair, and that love had run its course. Why is there only one word for love and all of its beautiful curses? Our love is sacred, wounded and naked, like a sunburned kiss. We are changing, fighting for the same thing where the lightning lives. And I wanna love you for the way you are, not the way I am. So let's go now, back to the bonfire where we began. Back to the bonfire where we began. Back to the bonfire where we began. Thank you. Thank you. That is a new song. This is an old song. Go if you wanna go, but I won't follow, just so you know. Leave if you wanna leave, but I won't be here when you come home. I'm gonna move to San Francisco. Look up some more friends. I'm gonna get me a navy peacoat and an old Mercedes Benz. This old town keeps shrinking. There's too many people in my trunk. I'm gonna do a lot of drinking, 'cause it don't hurt when I'm drunk. No, go if you wanna go, but I won't follow, just so you know. Leave if you wanna leave, but I won't be here when you come home. I'm gonna rent me an old Victorian down in the lower Haight. I'm gonna get me an old accordion and play for the tourists on the Golden Gate. Plant a little garden, paint my bathroom blue. I'm gonna try real hard to get over you. You. Well, here in the city, life it don't move so slow. There's plenty of good people that I know. Up in North Beach, St. James, spicy Italian liquor. Down on Market, there's a lot of hobos and hustlers. Down in Ace Valley, there's a lot of good restaurants. Deep in the Tenderloin, you can have anything you want. Over in the Mission, it's always a sunny day. Yes, it is. It's a real good baseball town, but my team is across the bay. Oh no, go if you wanna go, but I won't follow, just so you know. Leave if you wanna leave, but I won't be here when you come home. When you come home.
Great song.
Thank you.
All right, tell me about writing that track about San Francisco, and it's a love letter to the city here and to the Bay.
Yeah, well, I wrote that song in, I think it's 2008, probably. And it was actually a really great time for me as an artist in 2008. I was in a very prolific spell of abundance. I was writing all the time. And I had the meat of that song for a long time, because I always loved San Francisco. I grew up really close to here, and I always wanted to write an ode to it, but I never knew how to pull it off. I didn't know, like, there's been some great tributes to the city, but I didn't know how I was going to be able to do it. And at the time, I was living in Southern California, and I was dating somebody. We're not together anymore, but something came up, like a fight or something, and there was talk of moving, and what am I going to do if we break up? I'm going to leave, and I'm going to move to San Francisco. Then it kind of gave the song context. It made it so it's not just a song about a city. It gave it some emotional context.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So tell me about working on a new album, Por
Okay.
Favor.
Sure.
So with this record in particular, did you write a lot of this stuff at home, or did you write it while you were on the road? Because you live in Venice now.
I
know
do.
you grew up around here, but you live in Venice.
But I where I wrote this album, I still live part-time up in the mountains. If you go due east,
Yeah.
there's a town up there, Pinecrest. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've made your way up there yet since
Not
you've been
yet, but
living
it
out
sounds-
here. But
You have to.
there's an area, Pinecrest, Strawberry, and I have a little place up there where I've been going to. Well, I've been going there all my life, but since I've had the house, it's one of the few places I can really write. And I love going there to write because I love being in the mountains. But there's a solitude up there that really allows me to focus. So all the songs for this record were written up there, but they were recorded in Nashville.
Yeah. Okay. So I wanted to ask you too. We talked earlier on the radio earlier this morning about how you were homeschooled, right? So which was cool, but your parents, of course, that was the thing. They really wanted you to be a free spirit and encouraged you to be an artist.
Yes.
But and I want to talk to you about this place called that I read about called Camp Jack Hazard.
Okay.
That you've actually it's somewhere that you and your brother or sister, I think, attended and went there. Tell everybody about that, because I know that you've done a lot of things, for them since you attended as a young guy.
Well, it was a big part of my childhood because, like you said, I was homeschooled for a while, and especially in those early years, I didn't have a lot of social interaction. And summer camp was a place where I made a lot of friends that became lifelong friends, but my parents were really into the outdoors. But going to a summer camp for so many years really instilled a lifelong relationship with nature, and I still obviously seek it to as a source of inspiration, but just as recreation too. So I've always felt like a really strong connection to the mountains because that's where this summer camp was. But not only that, and not only the friendship, but it really helped to shape me musically because music was a big part of the camp. Every night there's campfire, and songs around the campfire were often Joni Mitchell and James Taylor and Neil Young and all the great California folk music. So, and I think that's what I try to emulate now when I write.
Yeah, it's amazing. I know when you told me that you used to be in, as a kid, you're coming up, you're in punk bands, and you were obviously a fan of local bands here like Green Day and Rancid. And then kind of found your voice.
Yeah,
I
found my voice through the acoustic guitar and writing songs in the tradition of the singer-songwriter. That's home for me.
And it was probably, and still too, your parents probably were playing a lot of it when you were a kid growing up,
absolutely were, yeah.
Which is very cool. All right, so Brett, would you do a couple more songs for us?
I would love to.
Album?
Yeah.
Or, at least one from the new album. It's whatever you want to play, but we'd love
I'll
to
do another one for the new album, and then I'll do one more old song.
Okay,
how about that?
Great. That sounds perfect. Brett Dennen, everybody. Let's hear it.
Thank you. Cassidy, there's reggae music playing on the beach. New moon tonight, and there's in a cloud in the sky. Grab your Swiss Army knife and the blanket and meet me outside. Yeah, come on, Cassidy. The things I lean on are slippery, but I know I love you and you make it so hard to leave. But I'll keep loving you till I'm only a memory. We spend our whole lives moving on, reaching out for loving arms. The night is young, come out with me, Cassidy, with the ocean in your hair. Come out with me, Cassidy. I'll be tangled up tonight, but tomorrow I'll be up in the air. Come on, county line. There's crazy waves down from Caroline, and all the smoke hung in the air while the sun was setting. You said it looked just like an oil spill in the heaven. Don't say very well, You got that anxious feeling, I can tell. You're getting antsy. Let's go up to Neptune's net and have a drink, and plan a trip somewhere to a beach on a magazine. Spend my whole life moving on, reaching out for loving arms. The night is young, come out with me, Cassidy, with the ocean in your hair. Come out with me, Cassidy. I'll be tangled up tonight, but tomorrow I'll be up in the air, Cassidy. I love the feeling of sand on my feet, salt on my skin. You say you'd never wear clothes again if you didn't have to. You know I can't really be that free, but I sure would like to. Show me, show me, show me love. No one else can make me open up the way you do. I was living in my own little prison. I used to decorate the walls that kept me in, and spend my whole life moving on, reaching out for loving arms. The night is young, come out with me, Cassidy, with the ocean in your hair. Come out with me, Cassidy, with the ocean in your hair. Come out with me, Cassidy, with the ocean up in your hair. Come out with me, Cassidy. I'll be tangled up tonight, but tomorrow I'll be up in the air. Thank you. You can put a stick in my spokes. I can be the butt of your jokes. I can be the laughing stock. I can be the hoax, but I ain't gonna lose you. No, I ain't gonna lose you. They can come and tear my house down. They can run me out of town. They can tie me up and call me a clown, but I ain't gonna lose you. No, I ain't gonna lose you. 'Cause I can't stand the thought of another man. No, I ain't gonna lose you. Ain't gonna lose you. They can make me turn my back on my friends, send me away to San Quentin, put me in the hole 1,000 times again, and I ain't gonna lose you. No, I ain't gonna lose you. throw me in the hurricane. Tell the whole world I've gone insane. Running electric shock to my brain, and I ain't gonna lose you. No, I ain't gonna lose you. I can't stand the thought of another man. Ain't gonna lose you. Ain't gonna lose, ain't gonna lose you. No, 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 no. And I'll sing it from my rooftop. I'll sing it from my bus stop. Sing it on the street when I'm drunk to a cop, and I ain't gonna lose you. Ain't gonna lose you. Thank you.